Hi everyone, and welcome to our very first Vafakos family video update from the Philippines. We've been in the Philippines for almost a month now, and today I want to share with you a little bit about our trip, what's happened so far, how we've been getting settled, what life is like here, and then I want to tell you what our plans are for the future because we have a lot of exciting things coming up. So we flew out of New York City on February 29th. We decided to make Leap Day our Leap Day so it'd be special and memorable for our family. But actually, to get to our flight on time, we had to leave Maryland on Thursday night, or Friday morning at 1 a.m. So we drove through the night to get to the airport in New York City, and then we had our flight out of New York City on Saudia Airlines, which was a great experience. I would 100% recommend them. They gave us lots of food. They gave all the girls little gifts and things, or Jubilee called them little gifts. They gave them like a little backpack with games, and we all had pillows and blankets. They took really good care of us. The girls slept almost the entire flight. They got to watch a movie for the first time. They watched part of Free Willy and part of Happy Feet, and I'm pretty sure they thought both of them were nature documentaries, but that's okay. We made it. After the first leg of our flight, we had a 23-hour layover in Saudi Arabia. We just decided to stay in the airport the whole time, keep it simple. They had a hotel in the airport, so we actually booked a room and we all got a good night of sleep while we were waiting. And then we spent a lot of time sitting in the food court, giving the girls jelly beans. We tried McDonald's in Saudi Arabia, which was pretty much the same as in America. I also had the best iced coffee of my life, so if you're ever having a layover at an airport in Saudi Arabia, make sure you get an iced coffee, because I'm pretty sure they put heavy whipping cream in it instead of milk. We had the second half of our flight, which landed us in Manila. The girls slept almost the entire time, which was great for them and great for us. It made everything super easy. And then someone from APTS, Asia Pacific Theological Seminary, picked us up from the airport, and we had about a 4-hour drive to get from Manila to Baguio, where we're staying now. We ended up crashing in a hotel room on campus around 2 a.m. Sunday morning, and we all just went straight to bed. For anyone who doesn't know, we're staying on campus with Asia Pacific Theological Seminary. Tyler's currently a student here. So we've gotten a lot of opportunities to explore around campus, to explore this beautiful city, and to get to know the people here, to get to know the culture a little bit about how to get around. The campus here is absolutely beautiful. It's built into the side of a mountain, so there are lots and lots of stairs to get everywhere. We take stairs to the business office, stairs to the library, stairs to our room, but it's great. We're staying in really good shape. The girls love it. It tires them out for their naps, and they get all the exercise that they need. Everyone here has been really welcoming from the moment we arrived. There were 2 professors who took us out to lunch our first day here on Sunday. They helped us around with shopping, showing us where the grocery stores are, helping us to find an ATM, helping us to get Tyler's cell phone set up. So we're really, really grateful for that. Everyone's shown us their favorite places to shop, their favorite places to eat, and it makes it really easy for us to not have to discover all that by ourselves. So far for getting around, we've only been using taxis. We haven't tried any of the other public transportation just because taxis are the easiest to and from Asia Pacific Theological Seminary. I've had a great experience with them. Tyler said they drive a little bit crazier if I'm not in the vehicle with him or the girls aren't with him, because I guess they drive a little easier for us to keep us comfortable. But we haven't had any issues, and it's been a really fun, really affordable way to get around and also to meet some really fun people. In the first couple days that we got here, we had a couple of different people show us their favorite places to grocery shop. They showed us the local markets, and we've got a pretty good system down at this point for grocery shopping since I cook most of our meals at home. The grocery stores here look pretty much the same as they do in America. We can find almost all of the same things. They might be packaged a little bit differently, they might look a little bit different, they might even taste a little bit different, but we can pretty much find everything that we would be used to using in America. For all of our produce, we like to go to the local market, which is a really fun experience because we get to buy from local vendors, we get to meet a lot of people. It's a really, really unique space. It's hard to describe if you haven't been to an international fruit market before, but I'm sure we'll be sending a video update with some footage from there so you all can get a little taste of the experience. Since I've been doing most of our cooking at home, we haven't had opportunity to try a lot of local food, but we did have a church potluck this past Sunday where we got to try a lot of Filipino food, and it was fantastic. We all really enjoyed it, especially Gloria. I'm pretty sure she ate her weight in Filipino food. So that's a very good sign for her. So that's what we've learned so far about getting around, how we've gotten familiar with the campus and with the city. So I'm going to share a little bit now about what's actually happened since we got here. I think the biggest accomplishment of our first week here was just getting over jet lag. There was a 13-hour time difference when we got here. Now it's a 12-hour time difference because daylight savings has happened in the States for you all. But when we first got here, we were pretty thrown off, especially the girls. On our first Sunday here, after the missionaries, the professors here took us out to lunch, we came back and we were expecting to take a little nap as a family, and we ended up waking up at 11 p.m. So we were really, really off with our mental clocks. But at this point, we've gotten into a good rhythm. The girls are going to bed at a normal time, waking up at a normal time, which means Tyler and I can go to bed at a normal time and wake up at a normal time. So we've fully adjusted. We arrived at the beginning of Tyler's finals week for his master's degree. So pretty much the first 2 weeks, he was spending every waking hour taking exams, writing his final papers, getting caught up on the things he missed while we were having our flight and our travel days. So he got all of that done. It's out of the way. It's all good and it's all set. And he even finished his English teaching certificate. So now he's internationally certified to teach English, and he actually might have an opportunity to start teaching English at Asia Pacific Theological Seminary starting next semester. APTS is planning a huge expansion of their English program really, really soon. And since Tyler is almost done with his master's degree and he's certified to teach English internationally, he's a prime candidate for an English position. And we're excited for that. We're praying about that, and you all can be praying with us. Since we got here, I've been doing a lot of paperwork for visas, a lot of paperwork for housing, a lot of paperwork for business-related things. So it's not very exciting, but it's very, very practical, and the sooner that's out of the way, the sooner we can focus on other things. The girls have been making a lot of friends since we got here. We've definitely seen a huge leap in their boldness and in their social skills, which is really exciting to see as parents. We love seeing them make new friends, and especially people that we know are going to be a really good influence on them. Another important thing that's happened is I found a doctor and a hospital for baby Zion's arrival in May. I had my first appointment. It all went really well, and I'm expecting it to be a really supportive environment for our birth choices. We also found a church that we really love here that we're going to get plugged into and connected with and start serving with. We tried a few different churches our first few weeks here, and the church we went to last Sunday was just, it was wonderful. It felt like home. So we're really, really happy to have found that. They have a great children's ministry. The girls loved it. We just loved the people, had a lot of fun talking to everybody. They teach the word. They love to worship. And it was just a fantastic, encouraging experience for us. We've had to shuffle around a lot since we got here. We've moved rooms about 4 times now. We had to go off campus for a week. Now we're back on campus. But on April 1st, we're settling into our long-term apartment. A huge thing we've seen since we got here is just God's provision for our family. We've hardly had to buy anything except for groceries because people have just been giving us household items, really anything we could have needed, anything we could have wanted, toys for the girls, bed clothes. Everyone's been super generous, and we're really, really grateful to God for providing, and also to everyone here just for making sure we're really well taken care of. So what's coming soon? Right now, we are on summer break, or Tyler's on summer break. As a student here, we have a few months off, which is super convenient since we have a baby coming next month. But while we're on summer break, we're not planning to just sit around. We're planning to get a lot done ministry-wise. We've gotten to make a lot of really good connections with other missionaries and with ministers in the area since we've been here, and Tyler's gotten several invitations to preach, which we're super excited about. We're also working on planning a big outreach in Baguio City, which is the city where we're staying. So we'll share more details about that as it comes out, but we're really excited to do everything we can to share the gospel with the people here while we're in the city. Another really exciting thing is that once school starts back up here, we're going to have the opportunity to start a children's ministry for the ministers' kids and the missionary kids on campus. It's actually a crazy story because Tyler and I had been talking about this for a while before we even got here, and then especially once we got here, how we would love to do something to minister to the kids that are here as their parents are ministering. And we found out once we got here that a week before we arrived, they had actually had a meeting with all of the parents on campus to ask if somebody would be willing to start a program for the kids living on campus, and nobody stepped up. So it's almost like there was a gap that the Lord had for us to fill already before we even got here. So we're super excited. We've been brainstorming for that and planning for that, and I can't wait to have that started as soon as school starts back up. So that'll be a couple of months that we have to prepare and work on other things, but I'm sure you'll hear all about it as soon as it's happening. We really appreciate that so many of you are praying for us, and we wanted to give you a couple of prayer requests if you wanted to be praying for specific things. So one is that our visa papers would move quickly. So we're able to be here on tourist visas for a really long amount of time, which gives us time to figure out paperwork for a missionary visa. But the sooner we can do that, the better, because it'll last longer, it's less expensive, and it's really helpful for us for a couple of different legal things. Another prayer request is that there are a lot of students who are going to be coming in as school starts, hopefully just as school is starting up again, from Myanmar. And for those of you who don't know, Myanmar is in the middle of a really large, really violent civil war right now. And so the school is expanding their English program, opening up slots for a good number of students, as many as they possibly can, so that they can get students out really as refugees to rescue them from being drafted into the army, because Myanmar is drafting men and women left and right. You can be praying that everything works out logistically with the school, but also with the country, to let people out to come and study here instead of having to be a part of everything that's going on there. We would also really appreciate if you would pray over the ministry opportunities that we've been given here. The Bible is really clear that the harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. So as we're out here laboring for the harvest, pray that God would use us to the max. We want to see millions of people come to know Jesus. God has placed a really big vision on our hearts for seeing Baguio, the Philippines, and all of Southern Asia reached with the gospel. This has been a big month of adjusting, of getting settled, but it's also been a month of planning and preparation. And when April 1st hits, we're planning to hit the ground running and really make the most of every opportunity that God's given us here. Expect some really big updates soon as everything is unfolding. And if you want to support us, make sure you subscribe to this channel so you'll be up to date on any opportunities to help out, even to come and be a part of what we're doing here. But also, if you want to support us, one of the easiest ways to do that is through giving. You can give directly to our family through any of the methods on the screen, or if you prefer to give through AGWM and APTS, you can follow the link and instructions in the description of this video. We really appreciate everything you've already done to support our family and our ministry and to get us to where we are so far, and we want to say thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. We really, really, truly pray that God would bless you for your generosity, that He would multiply it back to you, and that your generosity would continue to bless the church and the kingdom all around the world. You can also support us through our businesses, Lost Coin Jewelry Company and Sozo Notebooks. We sell jewelry made out of foreign coins and inspirational Christian notebooks and journals, both of which make great reminders to pray not only for our family, but for all of the missionary families worldwide as they're working to reach the lost and unreached people of the world. Thank you so much for watching and following along with the adventure. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any of our video updates. We're planning to post a lot of fun updates here. We want to post videos about our life, about what it's like living in a foreign country, about ministry, about what it's like for our kids. So you'll want to make sure you keep yourself up to date. We love you all so much. See you next time.